right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, September 3rd. And although we've had a quiet week this week in terms of events, get ready, folks. Put on your seatbelts, because next week we got 3 events, starting with our German Austrian tasting at Cafe Max on Wednesday night. Thursday night, we've got our Vegas Sicilia event here at the store. And Friday night, we're up at Cello Restaurant in Boca. We'll be drinking with the pros 20 vintages of Bricco de Uccelone. That event is sold out. Then the following week, that's right, 5 events the next week. So we are going to fast forward here for the Burr months, starting out September. All right, folks. Well, what did I have to drink yesterday? Well, yesterday, I only had one supplier in the store. A sure way to get your wine, a focus interview about your wine at the Wine Watch, is to come in on a day when we only have one supplier come in. Because, hey, all we got to talk about today is Kenneth Kahn and his Blue Rock. And Kenny brought me balls yesterday. So, hey, how do you get a guy's attention? Bring him some balls for lunch. Meatballs I'm talking about, people. Where's your mind at? And from Noodles Panini Restaurant up on Las Olas, the best meatballs in town. Some of them. Anyways, that's what they claim over there. But really good stuff. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. And the balls actually went nice with the Syrah. I mean, I didn't have the cab left over. But at the end, let me tell you, all the wines from this winery, exceptional. Unfortunately, Kenny, you're a victim of the economy. These wines, when they were first released, $50 retail. Today, $30, $35 in that price range for the Alexander Valley Cab. All these wines are estate grown. This is not purchased fruit like a lot of lesser expensive Cabernets and lesser expensive wines from California. The estate is located right next to the Silver Oak Winery in Alexander Valley, and it's named after the terroir that they have there, this blue rock that you find throughout the vineyard. And really catchy packaging, I think Ken's a nice guy. I've been out there to see him on one of the GEMS tours. GEMS is one of the divisions of Southern Wine and Spirits, where they have these small boutique producers with the late Jimmy Mansbach. And some fantastic work here. Every vintage that I've had of this, we've had a couple vintages of the Alexander Valley Cabernet in our gift boxes. And Alexander Valley tends to produce a more forward and more drinkable style Cabernet Sauvignon. Napa Valley Cabs seem to get the big money because what do you pay big money for? A wine that you can keep for several years, 10 years, 20 years in your cellar. And even though the Alexander Valley wines, I'm not going to say they're not cellar worthy, Napa wines tend to go a little longer. But this wine's got some lovely dark cherry fruit, some lovely cassis in it, some lovely toasty oak, and some lovely fresh black earth. Well, I'm talking about the Blue Rock here, sorry. I should mention Baby Blue. Baby Blue is a wine that Ken came up with because he saw the writing on the wall. He saw that people wanted less expensive wines. And Baby Blue is not just a littler version of the Blue Rock or all the stuff that they couldn't sell. It's actually a little different blend. Nick Goldschmidt, the old winemaker for Simi, is now making wines, or has been making wines at Blue Rock, I believe, since day one. And his style for Baby Blue is a little different than the style for the Blue Rock, as I mentioned before. More forward, more drinkable, and of course less money. $22.50 for the Baby Blue. So we got Baby Blue, we got Big Blue, and then we got the Blue Rock Shiraz, which is going away. Syrah, I'm sorry, they don't call it Shiraz in Napa Valley or in Alexander Valley. Shiraz is a term they use in Australia. But this wine, very big, and it was the same price as the Blue Rock when it came out at first, $35, $45. Today, this wine, $15 and change. Wow. And this is one of the last vintages of it. I highly recommend this. Goes very well with the meatballs from Noodles and Panini. And lovely black spice to this wine. Really rich fruit, plums, black cherry, liqueur, and a lovely velvety tannins, and still wonderful freshness. One of the things I love about Ken's wines is they are balanced. You're not going to mistake these wines for European wines. They're California wines, but they are balanced and fresh still on the finish, not over the top. Very good stuff, Ken. Thanks for stopping by yesterday. And hey, thanks for the balls. Huh? Okay, and I'm having wine with dinner at home, and last night we had well, we had a little bit of that Cambria Chardonnay left over, and out of Magnum, that Bench Break 06. Wow, man, that wine is even better on the second day. And for $20 a bottle, forget about it. And what did my wife make? She made a little spicy Thai dish with shrimp, which I didn't have anything ready for that puppy at home. So I opened up a bottle of this Domaine de Janasse wine that I just found at the warehouse yesterday. Occasionally I'm walking through there and I'm going, what the heck do we still have that for? That's a $12.50 wine from the south of France from the '04 vintage. but it's been over at our warehouse at 58 degrees, 70% humidity for the last couple years. And you know what? This wine is really singing now. It's a wine from their Vin de Pays vineyards in the Principat d'Orange, the Terre, which is the name of the vineyard, and Merlot and Syrah blend. This wine is really soft and supple, has a little bit of those Provençal herbs that you get from wines from this region, but drinking at its peak and $12.50. Good stuff. All right, folks, well, that's what I had to drink yesterday. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.